Hello everybody, TomoZone here, and today we're going to be doing a Let's Play of the Stanley Parable. Now actually, I got new videos all planned. I got Spooky's House of Jump Scares, Five Nights at Freddy's coming up. I'll be removing the watermark, the Bandicam that you see at the top right now on Friday, because I'll be getting a license for Bandicam, obviously. And then I'll make the videos longer. So, let's get right into it. I think I've wasted enough of your time. Stanley Parable was actually based off
all of his co-workers were
Gmod
gone.
map, which is pretty
What could
original.
it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Oh yeah, let me also point out that when I was recording this the first time around, my audio wasn't, so I had to redo the whole thing again. So I'm just gonna go over the endings that I got to. So the first ending was
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
It was this ending down here.
At first, Stanley assumed he'd broken the map until he heard this narration and realized it was part of the game's design all along. He then praised the game for its insightful and witty commentary into the nature of video game structure and its examination of structural narrative tropes. So, now that you're here, what do you think? Isn't this a fun and unique place to be?
Yes.
Why don't we take a minute just to drink it all in? Okay, I'm over it now.
Oh, not smell
what
it
do you
in.
think?
Drink
you
it.
See this gag
Hold on,
yet?
drink it in.
Well, I don't know how to say this politely, but you could literally just hit escape and restart the game any old time you want, like right now. You could have done it just then. Now would also be an appropriate time to quit. Any of these points and so many, many more, all of them are appropriate. I'm enjoying what seems to be an internal conflict going on where you are literally unable to act on your own desires to restart the game. So, just to push the envelope, I'm going to try and make this as miserable as possible and see how long you can maintain. There once was a man named Stanley, who people considered so manly. But the truth must be told, he was not very old and was quite particularly gangly. What Stanley liked most was buttons. He pushed them like some kind of glutton. He did it all day in a meaningful way, but his brain had long ceased to function. Which is why he is in this parable and lives an existence
this guy
terrible.
Is a jokester.
And if you are not strong and keep playing along, you too will become quite unbearable. Yes. You too will become quite unbearable.
Okay, so I think that's it for this ending. I'll be right back. Alright, so, I didn't really reach the other ending. However, I kept running across...
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I kept running across a computer that said input, awaiting input. I'll show you in a minute where it shows up. Well, it didn't show up at all this time. Wait. Oh yeah, I also saw that little computer. It had like Mario on it or something.
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Yeah, I couldn't. If only leaves were that beautiful. Well, they are, but I think they should post pictures of actual leaves.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Alright, so I chose
this
right.
was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Yes, I did. Seriously, I see all these doors open, but I don't know if I'm going to be using them in the future. Using that room, of course.
Wow. Yes. This room. What a beautiful room. What a gorgeous, gorgeous room.
I don't know
Thank
why
goodness
it's a little
Stanley
grim
had taken
over
this
here.
detour on his way to the meeting room. Life without having experienced this room was now too horrible even to consider.
Yeah, it's very illustrious. I love it. You know, if I had
really, really worth it being here in the room,
Okay,
but
okay,
eager to
okay,
get
okay.
back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
I still see the meeting room. You're not being very secretive about it.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years
Hey,
ago.
my boss loves me. Let's just be clear on that. Do not jump from the cargo lift while it is in motion. It will cause death. Penalty for misuse of cargo lift. Penalty for jumping off the cargo lift. You have to pay $5,000 if you jump off the cargo lift. Well, if you die, I don't know how you're gonna pay the $5,000.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing in your trust in someone else can be difficult,
in my
but the
first
fact is
playthrough,
that the story
I
has
jumped
been...
down onto here.
Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you?
Yes.
Well, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance. Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
Nope. I walked through the blue door.
Perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door.
Not even an option.
I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red door.
Blue door. Obviously. Blue door.
All right, fine. Go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen?
Yes.
Well, don't let me
Yes, I
stop
want to
you.
know.
You see? There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted? Was it worth ruining the entire
Broken
story I had
rooms?
written out
How is
specifically
this room
for
broken?
you? Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did. And in the end, it was all
I can
for
tell
nothing.
the door's open
because
down
this
there.
is what
Does that
you
mean
wanted
I'll
to
be
see.
going down there
Help
eventually?
me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange
about up
and
there?
unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees? Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far. Tell you
Vehicles.
what. Let me take
Wanna.
a stab in the dark at a new
Yeah.
design, and you can give me some feedback. There we go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin.
And I'll take it for a spin in the next part. So thank you all so much for watching. Rate, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Stay tuned. Remember, Spooky's House of Jump Scares, Friday Nights at Freddy's, all of that's coming out around Friday to Saturday. But I'll still be uploading videos, of course. They just won't be 10 minutes long or more than that. But on Friday, I will get the license. I'll get Bandicam's watermark, so you won't have to see that giant www.bandicam.com right there, which I could tell already is annoying. And the Friday after this Friday, I'll be getting a video editor. I mean, I do have one right now, but I'll get a better video editor, and I'll make everything cooler, better quality. Alright, so anyway, thank you all so much for watching. Bye. Bye-bye.